Hi everyone. This is the introduction to Class 6. I want you to think about the fact that we're reviewing and have reviewed the history of education Canada for the last 5 classes, and we have journaled about the historical impact on education and teaching of education in Ontario and Canada. We also notice that particularly in education, the curriculum, there's been French core, French immersion since the BNA Act, and the content of our curriculum has moved forward to being culturally responsive and leading towards more Indigenous ways of knowing. And the reason for that curriculum to be developed in that sense is as we do truth and reconciliation and we reconcile our history with the Indigenous people. The Honourable Murray Sinclair, tracing his journey from childhood to chair of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and senator, has written a book called Who We Are. And he talks about what the 4 great questions of life teach us about true reconciliation. And he recommends that raising and educating Indigenous children so they can answer what elders from all walks and cultures in the world call the great questions of life. And these questions are, where do I come from? Where am I going? Why am I here? Who am I? And he has recommended instead, if it is education that created this mess, it will be education that will get us out of it. So something to remember as an impact of the historical education on our teachers and education today. Other historical impacts have been the growing diverse population, so we're culturally responsive to our students. Transportation, we talked about busing in the class and how busing actually defines when the schools are going to start and close each day. We talked about the industrial model with Dr. Ken Robinson about how we still sort students by age in the schools, and that's how the grades are decided. And report cards are now leading towards having learning skills on them over the last 20 years. Attendance is now compulsory, not for kindergarten, but from grades 1 to 12. And in 1982, Bill 82 was the special education bill. And since then, we've been doing accommodations and learning more and more and more about accommodating different learners. And remember, we talked about the corporal punishment is not anymore since 1973. And it leads now to we have to motivate and engage students as teachers. And budgets, we talked about the 1997 $2 billion take out of money out of education. Very tough year. And we now have parent councils that we have them within the school helping with education. Historical impacts on teachers, we really talked about our own situation where colleges used to be 1 year teachers college after grade 12. And now the teacher college has been taken over by the universities, and it's now a 4-year undergrad degree first and then 2 years of education. 6 years, and I want to thank you all for doing that because we're going to have some fantastic teachers. In our first class, we checked our understanding of what education provided us. And I read your journals and your checking for understanding. It was very interesting. Our thoughts included, education made me realize how I want to learn and continue my own education. It provided me a framework for making friends and learn how to socialize with others. It helped me to express my emotions and hobbies and interests and thoughts and feelings. Education provided me with lifelong relationships. Education helped me to build my confidence. Education has taught me about myself. Education has supported me through different challenges that I have faced in my life. Education has been a constant. Those are some of the thoughts from all of us. Education has also been an opportunity to gain knowledge in subjects of interest to me and pursue a future. It's expanded my understanding and improved my critical thinking. So for our time together in Class 6, we'll explore what is the purpose of education. The next brief video will explain how we can explore the purpose of education as we walk through the activities set out in Class 6. Thank you.